So, greetings and salutations, beautiful people of this thing we call Twitch. We are back again to try to finish up Metal Gear Solid 3 before we move on to 4 and we conclude Solid Snake's story. Um, we will try to finish it today. I don't know how far I'm going to get. I know we've defeated the entire Cobra unit, so it's really focused on the boss and Volgan and all of them. So, we'll see what happens. And at this point, we're doing the sneaky thing. So let me go ahead and get dressed up like a scientist, so they don't think I'm here to unalive them. I'm here to do science stuff. Actually, do I have my Regasits? I need my Regasits. Thank you ever so kindly for opening the door for me. And if you would just, stay here and take a nap. I do need you to get out the door though. If somebody walk by and see you in the door, it's gonna be a problem.
Snake, that door can't be opened by normal means. Apparently, it operates by responding to a specific...
Yeah, I don't need that radio frequency. I managed to get in on my own. So there's a guy that looks just like me. JK? What are we JKing? I missed the joke. Did you like deliver the punchline before the joke and nobody knew what it was? I'm sorry. You gotta explain that one to me. I had a slow moment. Be right back. Good, beautiful people of TikTok. All right. And now we're gonna turn this back on. I'm over here trying to multitask, in case you're wondering. Like I said, there's a guy here who looks just like the person who I'm pretending to be with this mask. And I have to find him, steal his uniform, and run around here posing as him. All these lockers are locked. Huh. Guess I'm putting him in that locker then. Seems like a good place to hide an unconscious person, don't you agree? People stick weird posters in their locker. Like, I feel like a locker is like the worst place to put a poster, because like essentially it's in a place where nobody can see it. And posters are supposed to be things that you put on display for people to see. Oh, hey, nice. I'm done searching lockers. Where's this guy? There he is. Notice how he looks an awful lot like me. He's walking this way. There's only one thing left to do. Cigarette? No. That's okay. I know you don't smoke. Like I said, to anybody who pulls up to my live here on TikTok, go ahead and tap that screen. Go ahead and drop those likes, please, and thank you. Go ahead and tap the screen, even if you don't plan on sticking around. Tap the screen, drop some likes. But if you decide you want to hang out, I will be over on my Twitch. Currently, I'm live over on Twitch, so feel free to pull up there if you want a clearer view of the action. Good work, men. Carry on. They're scared of this guy. What has he been doing to them? Anyway, we're moving on to the restricted area. We got what we came for. Grasny Grad. No, did not want to do that.
Sir.
Cutscene.
it is.
You can count on me. What about the philosopher's legacy?
I don't know anything about that. What are you? Are you trying to kill me?
What's the matter?
I know nothing, I swear it. No one but the Colonel knows of the legacy.
I see.
No, don't! Oh.
Guess he really doesn't like lipstick. I hope he didn't really think that he was hiding well behind those boxes.
Who's there? You're the man from the CIA. What are you doing here?
I told you before, didn't I? I'm going to get you out of here.
A man of honor, just like your commander. But I'm afraid you're too late.
Too late. Don't tell me. The Shagohods.
Dicey, welcome to the
Exactly.
J Spot. If you
The
wanna
final preparations for phase
hang out
2
here, feel
are
free.
complete.
Drop some likes, tap the screen, drop some
What
likes for me,
exactly
please.
is phase 2?
If you decide you want to pull over to Twitch,
To put it in
get a
technical
clear view of the
terms, it's a
screen, then you
composite
can
range
definitely do
extension
that.
system for
The
medium
link
range
is
ballistic missiles.
in my beacon, which is in the bio of my TikTok.
The
So either way.
Shagohod was originally designed as a tank that could launch nuclear missiles from any type of terrain. There was just one problem we couldn't figure out how to solve. The ICBMs we have today are simply too big for the Shagohod to carry. But the military would not hear of it. They demanded a weapon that could launch a nuclear missile directly into the American homeland. That is when I came up with the idea for Phase 2.
But there's no way you could load an ICBM onto the Shagohod. So how'd you do it?
By accelerating the Shagohod itself.
Accelerating it?
In Phase 2, a rocket booster unit is attached to the frame of the Shagohod. The unit incorporates the same technology used in the Vostok rocket that sent Major Gagarin into space. Using this booster, the Shagohod can achieve a land speed of over 300 miles per hour.
That monster can go more than 300 miles per hour?
Yes. And from this state of accelerated motion, it launches a nuclear missile.
So, the Shagohod acts like the first stage of a rocket.
Yes, precisely. The range of the missile launched by the Shagohod thus increases from 2,500 miles to 6,000 miles.
6,000 miles? That's enough to strike anywhere in the United States.
Not only that, with the Shagohod, there's no need to construct giant silos like the ones used to house ICBMs. All you need is a runway about 3 miles in length, or its equivalent. And you can launch a thermonuclear strike against any location in the United States from anywhere in the Soviet Union. It cannot be detected by spy planes or satellites. It's a mobile fortress, capable of deploying in secret and launching its payload at any time.
A weapon from hell.
A completed prototype now sits in the hangar. At present, it is the only one of its kind. But Volkin is planning to mass produce it based on that prototype.
And deploy them all over the Soviet Union.
Yes.
Do we just have
And
somebody
that's
pull
not
up,
the end
or
of
do we
it.
just get a new follower?
He's going to
Oh,
ship
we got a
to
new
Eastern Europe,
follower.
to Asia, to all the countries of the
CC
Eastern
Muffins,
Bloc.
welcome,
Even
welcome,
worse,
welcome.
he
So
intends
glad
to use
you
the
were
Shagohod
able to
as
stop
bait
by.
to foment armed uprisings among dictators.
One of these days I'm gonna have
ethnic
sound effects and
insurgents,
stuff like that for all of
revolutionary
that I
groups
can
throughout
like,
the third world.
you know, applaud you and
His
whatnot.
funds are nearly
We are
limitless.
working on
He could
upgrading the
start mass
process.
production
But
tomorrow if he wanted.
you have my wonderful
The
voice.
reason that tensions between
Yay!
East and West have settled
So I
into
hope
a
that will
cold
suffice for
war is
now.
because each side fears the other's power. Deterrence.
Sorry.
The idea of using threats to keep one's enemy in check is the perfect word to sum up this state of affairs. But the Shagohod goes far beyond the level of threat.
Yeah. We
render the
definitely gonna
concept of
work on getting
deterrence
that
utterly
sorted out.
meaningless.
We gotta figure out this
If
Discord
such a weapon
situation
is
so we can
unleashed on the world,
chat there
it
and
will
get
not be
everything
long before
situated.
all nations are engulfed in conflict. The
Yeah.
Cold War will
Today
end,
I'm just
and the
like
entire planet
kind of
will
in a
be
low-key
consumed by the
mood.
fires of war.
So I was like, well, let me play some
Only the
video games
Shagohod will be at the center of it all.
and just chill out. I'm gonna be playing
So you see,
Back for
it's
Blood later
already too
on.
late.
A friend of mine is gonna be pulling up, and we'll be
No,
doing that.
it's not too late.
No
What do you
commentary
mean?
for that one though, cause
We've still got a
she's a bit
chance.
shy.
All we have to do is destroy the prototype and the
So,
whole
I'm not
facility
gonna
before
put
they
her
can
on the
mass
spot.
produce it. But just tell me what I need to do to destroy this place.
But yeah, so we have a lot of fun there, but she's a bit
Alright.
shy, so I'm not gonna put her on the spot.
The liquid fuel
So,
used in the rocket engine is stored in a tank. If you can blow it up
but you'll at
somehow,
least get some of the gameplay and stuff.
some C3 ought to be enough to blow the entire hangar to smithereens.
C3? You mean that
I might even
cutting-edge
go back to
plastic
GTA
explosive?
tonight. We'll see.
It could be molded into any shape.
But
Bomb of the future.
as far as
Where
GTA,
can I
I
get
gotta
it?
have like
There was some
a
in the
crew
armory here.
for
It's
that
gone
one,
now.
like a heist crew.
It was stolen by a female
It's
spy.
the only way it
Who was
works.
here a minute ago.
Eva?
No, that's not her name. Her name is Tatiana. She made her way in here by becoming Volkin's lover.
I thought she was your lover.
Mine? Oh no, she is Volkin's lover. This is my lover.
Who are they?
My wife and daughter. They're in America.
Now I remember. Your family is in the custody of the CIA. How long has Tatiana been here?
Only a few weeks.
A few days before the Virtuous mission, then.
She said that Khrushchev sent her.
What did you just give her?
All of the experimental data for the Shagohod. Please.
You said he
it's
seems
essential
evil.
that you
He's
destroy the
actually
Shagohod.
I will.
a
but
scientist
first I've
that's
gotta
being
get you to
used
safety.
by the bad guys. He's a scientist that developed this
I'm not going.
giant tank that can
My
fire
mission is
nuclear
to rescue
missiles.
you.
Leave me.
He didn't want to,
Sokolov.
but they kind of forced him to. So he's actually being held here captive.
Khrushchev has abandoned me. I cannot return to my country.
So I
I
was
would
literally
most certainly be
here.
sent to the gulag.
Yeah. So I was
What
here
about
to
the
try to get
US?
him out and get him to the U.S. where his family is.
Yes, I once thought of that.
But you know,
My
they're
family's
holding him
waiting for me
captive and
there.
forcing him to
But
work on stuff that he
Even if
doesn't
I
want to do.
fled to the United States,
It's kind of a
once
theme
again
here, as a
find
lot of these
myself
scientists are
creating
getting
weapons of
used
mass
to
murder.
make these weapons of mass destruction
in the
on a
end,
consistent
it doesn't
basis.
matter where I
It's
go.
very sad.
I am still a weapons scientist. To be honest with you, I'm tired. Every day I help create things that should never be used, things that should never have existed in the first place. Every day, without sleep. Without a word of praise from others. And my creations do not even benefit mankind. They are merely the tools of politicians. All I wanted to do was build space rockets. But it was not to be.
And then in
The
D&D
space
world, there's
race
an
between
entire
America
encampment of
and
people
Russia
who've been
became the
drawn
prey of
into
politicians.
the anarchist group, and a lot
The
of them are.
space race
Yeah,
and
I
the
mean that's
arms
kind
race
of a
are one
trend
and the same.
because, you know, these scientists they have
Missiles,
all of this
rockets,
knowledge,
What's the difference?
and you know
Scientists are
usually the people
always
who
being
have the
used.
worst intentions don't have the same intelligence. They have the same knowledge to do the things that they want to
Please,
do.
watch over
So they
my
usually just draw people in or capture them or whatever the case may be to force them to do it for them. So that sounds about right, especially in something like D&D. All the different scenarios that I've heard about. Yep, anarchist is smart enough to surround himself with people who can use their science to help destroy all of mankind. Yep, sounds about right. Um, and I've watched a lot of shows. Big Bang Theory was one of my favorites, and they had like literally 3 episodes
Major, what are you doing
just
here?
focused on different
I've been waiting for
themed
you in my room.
scenarios of D&D. He's like, wait a minute, you're not my lover.
Who are you? Don't play dumb with me. If you think you can fool me, you're sorely mistaken. I know the Major better than anyone else.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if you will beat me. I think I'm interested in playing
I come here looking
regardless of
for
if you beat me
Tatiana,
or
and
not,
what should I find?
because I was
A
always intrigued
PC
by it.
freebooter.
But yes, he did. So the thing about it is, I'm disguised as his lover, and when he was trying to figure out who I was, that's why he grabbed me. He's like, yeah, that was his way of telling who I really was, because he's like, I would know my lover's, you know, private parts anywhere. I'm like the Major. I'm like, yeah, exactly. He's damn familiar with it.
What is this fairy disguise? It's gonna rub off
But
on you.
yeah, the Major is like
And then
the
you'll
second
lose
in
sight of who
command
you really
in this
are.
guy's army.
Stay out of this.
Mm-hmm.
I see why they call you the boss. What was that? Some kind of judo?
No, it's called CQC, a basic form of close quarters combat. He and I developed it together.
Splendid. I'll take it from here.
Oh boy.
Are you going to kill him?
Of course. But first, I will make him pay for hurting Ivan.
She don't want to watch her former pupil get the snot beat out of him. Even though she betrayed him. Yeah. Because she still has a heart for him, even though, like, she betrayed him and defected and all that stuff like that. She still cares about him because she was his, mentor and teacher and stuff for so many years. Finish him. KO. Hyper combo finish. You lose. No, If it was a fatality, I definitely would think the game would be over. Nope, we must continue. They want me to stay around and suffer some more. You know, the villains never actually kill the good guy, they just capture him and he
Tell me,
escapes. Have you not
Stop
seen
it.
any James Bond films where they do
who have
this?
you been
They
talking
capture him when
to?
they
He
easily could have
doesn't know
killed
what you're
Bond,
talking about.
and then instead of doing that, they like
You'd better start talking.
take him around their entire operation and show him all their
Who
secrets.
is Khrushchev's lapdog?
How can you do this to him?
I know you gave the data to someone.
Never do
You!
that.
And then they're surprised when he escapes and thwarts them.
You monster.
I guess he's dead.
Listen, Scotty was on point when he said what he said. Like, it really was. It's always about, you know, showing your evil plan, monologuing, or something. Like, if you notice,
Now
a
then,
lot of times,
I hope you'll prove more
um,
entertaining than he was.
matter of fact, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about.
But
Let me see
first,
if I can.
let's take a look at your body, shall we?
Oh, you want to look at my body?
You've certainly seen your share of battles.
I don't like how you want to look at my body.
Consider yourself lucky. I am about to show you what hell is really like. Well then, let's get started. What is your target? Is it Shagohod? Or Sokolov? Or maybe it's the Legacy?
All right, so like, check this out.
Answer.
So a lot of
Who is
times,
helping you?
when the villain has the
Who let you
hero
in
dead to
here?
rights, what they'll do is they'll be like, okay,
You're a tough one.
I'm
Even
sorry that
you
it had
must
to
have
end
your
this way.
limits.
It's a shame.
I am a
And then they'll
patient man.
like point the weapon at him. I know you'll understand. It's just business. Like literally all that you're doing right now is you're giving them an opportunity to either turn the tides or for somebody to come to their rescue when you're doing this. Like you're taking a long time to do
Here's where
this.
the fun
I remember there was
really
like a little
begins.
there was this I think it was 95. I can't. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to pretend like I remember his exact name. I'm gonna look it up. But he did like this whole sketches on YouTube videos. And he was like, you know, I always hate how they always take the time to like, what do you say? They always take the time to talk before actually like finishing off their opponent.
Legacy, aren't they?
And he was like sitting there doing the very thing that he was making fun of other people for doing.
Your real target is the philosopher's legacy, isn't it?
It's Real 85. That's his name. If y'all have not done that, go check out It's Real 85. Dude is freaking hilarious. He does all these different sketches, GTA, Mortal Kombat, all of this stuff, and he does voiceovers for it. It's hilarious.
Yes. Let yourself go.
Yes, I just wet myself.
That's what I want to see.
You want to see me wet myself? Actually, you know what? This makes sense. I forgot to mention the guy's a sadist, so he actually like gets off on people, on other people
It's
suffering.
no use. He's not going to talk. He's been trained not to break. Trained by me.
Admit it. We're after the location of the legacy.
Exactly. Got to be about being right and winning, which they never do because they always give the hero a chance.
That's what you're looking for, is it?
Like literally, what's happening right now? Watch this.
$100 billion divided and hidden all over the world.
What's interesting about this
And you're
scene?
looking for a record of where all that money is hidden, right?
No. Absolutely not. I'm not doing any of these things that you're saying that I'm doing. You are
No
literally giving
matter.
me intel.
Philosopher's legacy is safely in my possession, in the underground vault of Groznygrad.
Thank you. Now I know where it is.
You'll never live.
So should I actually survive this, electric nonsense?
What's this? A transmitter? Who's responsible for this?
I am. I planted it on him to keep track of his movements.
Why?
So the Cobras could ambush him.
If they knew where he was gonna be, they wouldn't have gotten themselves slaughtered. It pains me to do this, boss, but under the circumstances, I'm afraid I must ask you to show me some proof that you and he were not in collusion.
You don't trust me?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
crazy
Not
because
that.
literally I knew nothing about the
Is
Philosopher's
your
Legacy,
apprentice.
where it was. I knew
What do
nothing
you
about
want me to
this.
do?
And yet, this genius,
Let's
just
see.
as he's beating me, tells me all of these. You're after
Cut
this,
out
aren't
his
you?
eyes.
You're wanting to do this, aren't you? And I'm like, yeah, that's not the case. But
I don't
thanks
like
for
those
letting me know
blue
that these are
eyes of
things that I need
his.
to be looking for now. And you've
There's
told me
nothing
where I
more
can find
important
them.
to a soldier
This is
than
what
eyes.
happens when your
You
villains are
made
so
him a
overconfident
soldier,
or so
and now you will
paranoid
unmake him.
that they actually are
It'll
their
make for a
own
touching
undoing.
display.
He literally just became that as we're making
He's
fun of
all
villains for doing that.
yours. Do it.
Now, if he had just like finished me off a long time ago with his 10,000 volts of electricity going through his body,
Ruin him. Just
wouldn't
as
be
he
having
did
this
the
issue.
Cobras.
So now, to prove her loyalty, she has to like cut out my eyes. Greetings to whoever decided to pull up uh, here on Facebook. Feel free to drop some comments in the comment section, show some love. Thank you for hanging out. For anybody who decided to pull up in the Twitch,
What is it,
same
Tanya?
story. Feel free to drop some comments, show some love. We're just having a good time.
Well, well.
And for if you're
Why
on
are you
TikTok
protecting
right
him?
now, tap the screen, send some likes, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
That smell. Tatiana, you're the spy.
What are you talking about?
I know that smell.
Stop it!
Taking a fancy to her, eh, Ocelot?
No, I have no interest in this woman. I want to test her.
I'll tell you this. Dude with the scarf, his name is Ocelot. Or at least that's his code name.
Do as you
Because
like.
he's the commander of the Ocelot unit. And he is by far, his real name is Adam. But you find that out later. He'll reveal that his real name is Adam. Short for Adamska. It's a Russian name. But he is probably one of the most important characters in this series. You see an older version of him in the first two games. So now that we're on the third, it's kind of a prequel where we go back to his younger days.
There. Satisfied now?
Well, that was refreshing. Come, we're going to my room.
Actually, he's I'll explain.
So
I'm
you
not gonna say
survived
anything
the
about
Colonel's
that, whether he's a
torture,
good
eh?
dude or not. His loyalties are a bit more ambiguous than the others, but I'll explain that soon enough.
Watching this has made me realize something. It's really not that bad. It's the ultimate form of expression. You got lucky this time, Tatiana.
No, I get you, but no, there's a little bit more to his story, and like I said, I'll explain that a little bit later. I don't want to give it away just yet. One four
Run!
14475. Okay, let me make sure I notate that so I don't forget it. Frequency was 14475.
I've prepared an escape route for us. Go out and head west. Pass underneath the connecting passageway and go north. You'll find an open manhole there.
You're...
Quiet! Go through the manhole down into the sewers. The door at the north end of the sewers is unlocked. You can use it to get outside the fortress. I've got your equipment. We'll meet up later.
Eva.
But I can't get too close to your cell. You'll have to figure a way out of there yourself.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll be in touch.
Eva, that's been helping us out, and Tatiana are one and the same. This has been her other cover, and how she's been able to keep tabs on me. Now I gotta remember how to get out of here. But before I do, I want to test something out. I don't think this works, but I'm gonna test something out really quick.
Ready to save, Snake? Snake? Snake?
My mouth hurts when I talk.
Did you get cut up?
It feels like someone shoved me under a lawnmower. Do me a favor.
Now, there's a reason I'm doing that. I think this is only available in the original version of this game, but I'm gonna test a theory. There's like a little mini game that you can play, and it's kind of presented as a nightmare that he had while he was in that cell. I'm gonna see if they took it away in this HD remake or HD collection. And then we'll proceed. Okay. So the way it works is that there was a oh good, because I was definitely about to eat this rat. Which apparently I can't. Alright, time for this terrible food. just to get my stamina up. Small transmitter buried in the womb. Ah, my death pill. I was wondering where that was. Before I do, though, I want to test out this frequency. That was 14475. Going too fast. Nice.
Did you manage to escape?
Yeah, I'm out.
Be careful. In your present state, you're practically naked. You don't have a single decent weapon, and you'll never survive in a battle. Take some time and pull your...
So I got this revolver, but there are no bullets in it. Nah, I'll just fork them up. Smoke grenades, those might come in handy. You, sir, are gonna go in the torture room. And you get to sleep in my blood. You're welcome. This sucks. I don't even think I really need that thing, especially because I haven't been keeping up with them. So I'm gonna leave it alone and move on. Basically, those are like random little Easter eggs that pop up all over the place, and you're supposed to you know, do stuff with them or whatever. Like if you manage to hit all of them or collect all of them or whatever, something happens. But I haven't been keeping track, so I'm gonna move on.
Who's that?
Ah, come on.
Radio! Where's our... This is HQ. Sending reinforcements.
Ah, the old cardboard box trick. When in doubt.
What's wrong?
Even better. Yeah, more than I would have liked. But video game logic means that I can survive at least some of those gunshots.
We've lost sight of the intruder. Go into high alert.
Acknowledged.
I wish I knew where I was. Ah, sweet. I got bullets. This gun's loud as all get out, but you know, at least I have something to defend myself now. And just so you know, I have no idea where I'm going. Just thought I'd make that clear. I know where I am now.
Who's that?
Ah, crap baskets. Draw!
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I think. Maybe not. Seems like we just went in a big old circle. No! We did. We went in a big circle. We need to head south. Okay, I think I know where to go. And then we'll go to the left. Doody left, doody left. If that door opens, that is. I have a plan. It's not a very good one, but it is a plan. Ah, darn it. So much for this plan. plan B? There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Lost sight of the enemy. He's definitely incoming. Flush him out.
How's that for strategy, huh? Why, thank you. Just making it up as I go. Oh. No.
HQ, please respond.
Wait for it.
Patrol here. Enemy sighted. Commencing attack.
This way. I think I won the big circle, but I'm okay with that. Because we're kind of having to maneuver right now. Crap baskets. I went in the wrong direction. That has explained so much. So let's actually go in the right direction this time, shall we? You know, it's hard to think straight when you got bullets flying at you, you know?
He must be hiding nearby.
I remember this. I remember I came up this way. We're gonna need to call for help.
Snake, you're really gonna feel the cold with no clothes on.
Thank
The
you for
Major's
that
right.
obvious.
You'll burn stamina a lot faster when you're naked. Be sure to eat regularly.
So thank you for telling me absolutely nothing.
Without weapons or equipment, you're not going to be able to continue your mission. I've got all your belongings with me. Let's meet up outside the fortress. There's an open manhole in the northwestern section of the fortress.
Ah, northwest.
You can use it to get...
No, I'm no longer running around in circles. I apologize for you guys watching me do that. That was so not part of the plan. But northwest... Ah, X marks the spot. Alright. Let's get back on track. No one would suspect a walking box. It's the perfect disguise. Huh, you're still asleep.
Who's that? Who's that?
He's awake now.
Get us some backup.
I'm gonna shoot it. All things considered, I think that went well.
Snake, you're already in the sewers?
Eva. Yeah, I just got down here. I'm coming to meet you now. The door at the north end is open, right?
Snake?
Let me guess. There's a problem.
Yeah.
What is it this time?
The Colonel found out you escaped.
He did, huh? I figured as much.
Yeah. Now all of Grozny Grad is on red alert.
Just my luck. But once I'm out of the fortress,
Can't get out.
I can't.
The fortress on red alert. They sealed off the...
You've got to be kidding me.
I'm serious. And that means the... what I laid
Is sealed off too.
right. And they just sent a unit out looking for you.
Down here?
Uh-huh. They'll be there any minute now. You've got to get out quick.
But isn't the exit sealed off?
You should be able to get out by heading straight north. Book it, Snake. If they find you, you're dead.
I'm good on stamina. I think I should probably heal up after getting shot like crazy. And exploded. I remember this part. There's a lot of pooches down here. The problem is, I don't think I have enough ammunition to take care of them all. Then again, nope, can't get to my backpack. Never mind. That's right, I did it. Ramen noodles. Instant noodles.
That's damn good.
Snake likes the noodles. Let's go this way. I had a neighbor whose dog barks like crazy like that. Just never stops barking. It's terrible. I found my way out of here. Oh, come on. Good. So then that means you don't have to do stuff like this. I don't condone violence against animals, but in video games, I do. I do.
I've been waiting for this. Nobody interfere.
So I'm curious as to how he managed to string it up by a chain. It's a bullet.
This is where it ends.
But is that just one of the questions we're not supposed to ask?
Snake!
Suspension of disbelief? I entirely agree with that. Like, it applies to the fact that he survived that fall. Or didn't break his neck or anything like that. And look at that. It was the next shot.
Don't die on me yet.
No promises. Here's where things get a little otherworldly. We've been down this riverbed before. It's a little different this time.
Are you one of the cobras?
Sad. So sad. A host of sorrows. And you are one of them. I am the sorrow. Like you, I too am filled with sadness. This world is one of sadness. Battle brings death. Death brings sorrow. The living may not hear them.
Before he died,
Voices,
the sorrow was a medium to commune with the dead.
but make no mistake.
But the boss, the one who we saw earlier in that silver
Dead
suit, had to kill him in battle.
Silent.
So now he's a ghost.
Now you will know the sorrow of those whose lives you have ended.
So down this river, every person that I've killed through the entire game, and the way this works is this river can be completely empty if you manage to go like not kill anybody. But yeah, essentially every person that I've killed since the start of this game, I now have to see their ghosts. So like I said, if I manage to like not kill these people, I wouldn't see their ghosts here. They literally track it. Sorry, I should have warned you for trigger warning that if I get hit by that blast, there's jump scares. So, I'll try to avoid that in the future, but if he sends that blast, just be prepared for another jump scare. It's just I can't move that quick in this water. Ah, my first boss fight. The pain. It just means you have lots of friends. Yeah. I've never actually been able to go through this, but I have seen other people play through, and they were able to get through the entire thing without killing anybody. And the only people that showed up here were the boss fights, because that's unavoidable. Even if you do non-lethal, they have a bomb strapped to them that when they die, they, yes, I've killed a vulture too. But when they die, the bomb goes off, so they end up here no matter what. But you can do it where they're literally the only four in this entire river. There's the fear. I got my machine gun and just unloaded on him, so he had no choice but to end up here. This is probably the most unconventional quote-unquote boss fight of the whole game because I can't actually kill him. He's already dead. It's more of a thing where you're just forced to relive your violent past. Oh yeah, from the mountain. Because he tried to burn me, so I just shot him. And the tank on his back exploded. I think so. I think it just kind of like puts things in perspective when it comes to video games because, you know, you pull the trigger in these games without consequence. There's the end. And you just don't really think about the consequences of it. I'll tell you, one of the best games to do it was an unexpected gem. It's called Spec Ops: The Line. And it starts out as like the traditional military shooter. But over the course of the game, you start to really like think about your choices, and you see the character you're playing as, it starts to take its toll. So you'll see him kind of become more and more detached and somewhat deranged over the course, and so his dialogue changes to reflect that. And there's one part of the game that's super major. Like he's so off the hinges that he fires off like these phosphorus grenades in this area to like take out the enemy, but essentially he wipes out like 20, 30 something civilians. And it just really shows like how bent he's become. So towards the end of the game, like you see his detachment from reality, and you have a choice to make of how the game ends. It's his body, his actual body. I don't wanna. Ah, no! But wait, we have our revival pill.
Boss, you have to shoot me.
I can't.
Shoot me.
Yeah, literally my favorite
Wanna finish your
games
mission,
at
don't
this
you?
point are the ones that give you
Then
like choices,
you'll have to shoot me.
moral choices and all of that.
The spirit of the warrior will always be with you. Don't be sad. We'll meet again someday.
Ah, the sorrow's final moments when the boss killed him.
Snake, are you all right? That was a close call.
What the hell happened to me?
You were halfway drowned at the bottom of the river. Almost crossed over to the other side.
Other side. So that really was.
Something on your mind, Snake?
Major, was there a man in the Cobra unit called the Sorrow?
Yes, I've heard of him. He was an uncanny soldier who fought alongside the boss.
What kind of man was he?
The Sorrow was a man with, well, special powers. He had ESP, which was the subject of extensive research in the Soviet Union at the time. He was especially gifted as a medium.
A medium?
Someone who can communicate with the spirit world and evoke the spirits of the dead. In other words, he could talk to ghosts. They say he could find out what was going on in a battle by talking to dead soldiers.
What about him and the boss? What was the story between them?
I don't know the details. Why don't we ask Sigyn?
Yo, I finished checking up on this Sorrow guy a while ago. Thought you guys already knew, though.
Knew what?
That he's dead. He's been dead for 2 years now.
Died 2 years ago?
At Yarsk. You know, those cliffs you were at. And the boss is the one who did him in.
The boss?
Yep. 2 years ago, the boss was sent by the CIA on a secret mission to Yarsk. That's when she met the Sorrow, who'd gone back to the Soviet Union after the Cobras broke up at the end of the war. Except this time they were enemies.
And then what?
The boss killed the Sorrow herself and accomplished her mission. At least, that's what the records say.
So, he was never there in the first place. He just couldn't let go of the boss.
You okay, Snake?
Yeah, I'm fine. It looks like it's not time for me to die yet.
I sure hope not. Otherwise, the whole mission is shot. We're counting on you, pal.
Roger that. Eva?
Snake, you didn't call.
So,
I was
Sigyn.
worried. Are you all right?
If
Yeah,
you recall
I
from the
took a
first
pretty
game, for
freaky
anybody who
detour.
was there for
What are you
that,
talking about?
Nothing.
the
Forget
DARPA
it.
chief, the first
Let's
person
just
we were
say I'm
supposed to
back.
rescue,
Good.
who
But how
had
did you
that fake
escape
heart
from the
attack in the
sewers?
I jumped
in the
into
cell.
the river.
From all the way
That's
up
him
there?
as a younger man.
You're out of control.
Sigyn.
Yeah, I got carried away by the current and almost drowned.
Great. That's perfect.
Or
What
at
do you
least
mean
that's who he
that's
was supposed to
perfect?
be.
I mean, if you ended up
But
in
as
the
we
river, then you
know,
a good spot nearby.
as we
Let's meet
know,
up there.
Decoy
Where
Octopus
is it?
was pretending to be him
Keep going
because,
upstream until you get to
the
a
real
waterfall.
Sigyn, aka
Waterfall,
DARPA
huh?
chief,
Right. Behind that waterfall,
died
there's a
already
cave. We'll meet in there.
during a torture
The
interrogation.
cave behind the waterfall upstream. Got it.
See you there.
All right. We are going to make our way to this waterfall, and that'll be a good stopping point before the grand finale. Is that a... I want it. That's right, I killed it with a fork. And I can't even take it to eat it. We're gonna throw this rat away because I don't like rat. It's a Markor!
Hey, this works.
Alright, we like Markor. There's the waterfall. Behind waterfall. Just in case you were confused with, being in front of it. Instant noodles. Right, the creativity behind that's like, behind waterfall, you know, because any other name would just be disrespectful. Oh, no! Nice entrance.
Nice to meet you, Snake. I'm Tatiana. Here's your equipment.
Eva, you could use a towel.
So could you.
And with that, we save our game. And this would be a good stopping point. I'm probably gonna pick this up sometime tomorrow, since we're pretty much at the climax of the game. So definitely stay tuned. If you're already following me, then that'll be great. So you'll get the notification. If you're not following me, then what are you doing? No, seriously though, it's gonna be awesome, and the conclusion is definitely worth the wait. A lot of things will be revealed, and it's a great way to stay in shape. So, in the meantime, in between time, love, peace, and chicken grease. Thank you, CC Muffins, for the follow. Thank you for hanging out. I will be letting you know where we go from here, and hopefully we can figure out this whole Discord situation so we can get the debate stuff situated.
Want some?
No thanks.
All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.